How are we doing this Sunday night? Everybody watching the Chiefs game? I love watching that kid play, man. Their quarterback is a lot of fun to watch. So, guys, we do have some unpaid teams tonight that I am going to be offering up in chat. I will go over those in a minute. We're going to wait for everybody to kind of get in here. But there is an unpaid team in Archives, and there's also an unpaid team in Gold Label that are going to be available tonight by way of chat. But first up, before we get started on all of that, let's go over our info that we need for tonight. So, of course, feedback, I have it set up to be completely automated. That's just simply so you do not ever have to wait on me. That basically means this: anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are going to instantly get it in return, thanks to the wonders of automation. And of course, the second note there is just to say thank you. I do appreciate everyone who bids and breaks and chats and hangs out with me. We're going to take a look now at items that are listed on eBay. This is the stuff we're going to be breaking throughout the week. Now, you'll notice a lot of this is early start times. That's because we're breaking a ton of stuff, guys, that has a lot of base cards. There'll be long breaks, so we're starting a little early almost all week. The only exception is tomorrow night. So tomorrow night, Monday night, we're going to open another 16-box master case of Phoenix football. And, of course, you guys know the drill there. That is going to be 16 boxes comprised of 2 8-box inner cases. On Tuesday, we will start at 9:15, and we're going to break a full case of Update Jumbo because I'm a crazy person, and I just thought, hey, wouldn't it be fun to, break 3,000 cards all at once? Yeah, well, we'll find out if it's going to be fun, won't we? And, of course, the other thing you need to know there about that Topps Update Jumbo is that Veteran Base doesn't ship in that break. Veteran Base has its own bidding spot. Of course, the team spots will still get all the rookie cards, inserts, numbered cards, parallels, autographs, relics, etc. But Veteran Base has its own bidding spot. Wednesday, we're going to start early as well. We will start at 9:15. We will open Impeccable Football, Immaculate Basketball, 5-Star Baseball, and then a half case of Topps Archives Baseball, which comes out on Wednesday. Note those are loose boxes from a shared case that will be opening Wednesday night. Thursday night, we're going to start early again at 9:15. We will open a half case, which is 10 boxes of Hoops Basketball. That, again, guys, is just an absolutely insane amount of cards. It'll probably approach 3,000 cards as well, maybe a hair under. And that's another one where Veteran Base will have its own bidding spot. On Friday, we will start at 9:30. We'll do 5-Star Baseball, Flawless Baseball, which comes out that day, Immaculate Basketball, and then we'll do a full case of Prism Football, which also comes out Friday. So we're going to be super busy in the days ahead. For tonight, we're first going to open an autographed baseball jersey. Behind that, it will be a 20-box case of Topps Archives Signature Series, and behind that, a 16-box case of Gold Label Baseball. So as you can see there, the free shipping break has a different schedule. That's because the free stuff I normally project to go out 6 or 7 days after an auction ends, so I'm projecting it to get out the door on or before Saturday. Oftentimes I can get them out a little ahead of schedule on the free shipping stuff, but plan on Saturday. Be happily surprised if it goes sooner. Our paid shipping breaks tonight, that's the Archive Signature Series and the Gold Label Baseball. I'm projecting both of those to get out the door on or about Thursday. If you get skunked in a break tonight, meaning you don't pull a single thing, not one card, not one thing, if you're in the free shipping break, which is the baseball jersey, I would typically just hold on to your consolation card until your next package ships, unless you tell me otherwise. So if you want it sooner, you just send me a message and let me know. I'll get it on the way to you right away. Otherwise, I keep track of it for a rolling 90 days and send it the next time you have a package heading out the door. If you were to get skunked in Gold Label or Archive Signature Series, any consolation cards you're due would, of course, ship out with the rest of the break because they're paid shipping breaks. Sorry, guys, allergies are, I don't even know what I could possibly be allergic to this time of year. Maybe it's just the change of the weather, but man, I've got something going on there. Unpleasant. So we are going to have a couple of teams tonight that are not paid. I have the Tampa Bay Rays in the Archive Signature Series that were, I think, like around the $7.50 bid amount. If somebody's going to be interested in that, you need to jump in and let me know. And then the Dodgers in Gold Label Baseball. I think that one ended up right around $55. So if someone's interested in either one of those, preference would go to somebody who buys them both. If no one wants them both, then obviously whoever jumps in first can pick those teams up. So please let me know. Hopefully someone will want them because I don't really want to be stuck with them. So first up tonight is 2018 Gold Rush Series 2 Autograph Baseball Jersey Break 28. And of course, everything we're opening tonight ended tonight, Sunday night, the 21st. You'll see we had a few teams in here that didn't sell. Those are noted as no bids buyback. If anything comes out for one of those teams, it's going to hang out here with me. Otherwise, if it comes out for one of you, well, you know the drill. So let's get that open. Then behind that, of course, we're going to have, again, Tampa Bay Rays available in Archive Signature Series and the Dodgers unpaid in Gold Label. And I definitely need to get the Dodgers sold. That's one I'm certainly not willing to eat the price on. So we're going to have to figure something out about that. I always like these people who bid and then they'll send you a message after the fact and tell you, oh yeah, like I can't pay you or I'll pay you in 3 or 4 days or whatever. Yeah, like they knew they couldn't pay or they weren't going to pay before they bid. So I think, I've learned my lesson though. I used to listen to those people and then I found out there's a whole group of them that's what they do. And if you let them ride, then when they hit, they end up paying you. And if they don't, well, they never pay you. Yeah, I learned my lesson. That only has to happen to me a couple times. And then I'm like, whoops, yep, doesn't work anymore. JSA Authenticated. We have a nice Wade Boggs autographed jersey here. There's your Wade Boggs signature. It's hard to see because it's in silver, but it is on there. And there's your JSA Authenticated sticker to go along with it. This one is a custom Red Sox jersey. It's not an MLB official, but you know what? It's still pretty nice. If you've got Boston headed to the World Series with the Boston Red Sox, there's your Wade Boggs autographed jersey. So please make sure if that jersey is headed your way, make sure you find that little card. It'll be folded up inside the jersey. Just make sure you find it before you toss out all the packing. Okay, we are moving now into Archives Signature Series. Tampa Bay Rays available in here. The Dodgers available in Gold Label. Have I gotten no takers for either one tonight? I tried to get in touch with the person that had second chance on the Gold Label in particular, but no such luck. I don't think they were online tonight. Probably you saw this a moment ago. If you did not, this is what we're getting ready to look at. Our Archive Signature Series, anticipated shipping date of Thursday. Once again, if you happen to get skunked in Archive Signature Series because it is a paid shipping break, your consolation cards would go out with the rest of the break. So a 20-box case of 2018 Archive Signature Series Retired Edition. This is a full case break. It is break number 5. Team names are on the left. Our winning bidders across from it there on the right-hand side. Of course, once again, Tampa Bay Rays unpaid. I'm assuming no one's going to pick those up, so looks like I'll be hanging on to that one. But I am going to need to move that Dodgers and Gold Label Baseball. So whoever is interested in Dodgers and Gold Label Baseball, please let me know. That's a big unpaid one that I can't let ride. I've got to do something with that one. This one, $7 or so I can live with. But the Dodgers in Gold Label, yeah, that was a little more money. So that one I do need to find a home for it. If anyone is interested in it, please jump in and let me know. Hi, Martin. How are you tonight? What's happening in your part of the world, Martin? The longest part of Archive Signature Series Retired Players Edition break is simply getting all of the boxes out of the case and then all the cards out of the box. Because there's only one card per box. It just takes us a while to get all this out of here. That's the deal. So, Martin, you spent the weekend with your sons. Okay, cool. Well, did you do something fun and hopefully had decent weather? Maybe. Maybe. I'm going to get all the plastic off of these first. You guys kind of know how I like to do it. I like to just get everything ready where we can go bam, 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 right down through it. For anybody new who has jumped in since we started, I need to sell the Dodgers in Gold Label baseball tonight. The person who bought them did not pay for them, and I need to find a home for the Dodgers in Gold Label baseball. So please, please, anybody who's interested, jump into chat, let me know. Keep in mind, if you're trying to send me a message through eBay telling me you're interested, obviously I can't see that since we're in the midst of the break here, but I can see anything you type into chat here in YouTube. So I'm hoping one of you will come through and be the hero and pick up the Dodgers. Martin, you saw Halloween. Was it good? You're talking about the new one, right? The one that just came out. Was it good? Oh, Timothy, the paper recycling people absolutely despise me because my recycling is so gigantic. And not only do I fill up the bin that we have for it every single week, I always have like big, massive amounts of cardboard boxes, you know, like shipping boxes and the boxes that the case boxes and all that. So in addition to having a completely full bin, there's always 2 or 3 big boxes full of other boxes on the curb that they have to pick up too. So yeah, I have no doubt that the recycle people just are like, what is this crazy person doing? they are not a fan, I don't think. You CurbNet, you said $50 for the Dodgers. Yeah, man, that's fine with me. If you want that for $50, we can absolutely make that work. So let me know if that's what you want to do. And yes, we will. I can either, if you have my email, I can't remember if you do or not. If you do, then you could just shoot it over to me and put in the notes what it is. If you don't, then you can type your email in to chat and I'll send you a money request for it. Martin, you said it was good. The effects were nice. And he ends up killing for fun, which you think makes you sound like a crazy person. Sparky Lyle, that is numbered to 10 for the New York Yankees. We pulled another Sparky Lyle really recently for the Yankees, and I wonder if we had another one that was to 10. We might have. So, CurbNet, you have it? Awesome. Then if you would, sir, please just make sure that you put in the notes what it is for. Just that it's, you know, Gold Label, break number, whatever this is, Dodgers Second Chance or something like that, so that I know what it is. Edgar Renteria, this is the Cardinals, and it is numbered to 4 there for the St. Louis Cardinals. All right, I'm going to type you in one. This I really only use pretty much for PayPal. Let me see if I can get it in. Oh, man. All right, here's this part. Sorry. Somebody told me it won't go if you do it without breaking it up. So I don't know, but hopefully that worked. They said if you just type it in straight up, it strips it out of. I had never noticed it, but somebody told me that it does. So Blue Jays, this is John you know I can't say his name, Olrud. For the Blue Jays, it's numbered to 27. You know you miss it when I can't say the names, don't you? Then we have Juan Gonzalez, and that is a 1 of 1 coming out for the Astros. No, the Rangers. Sorry, why did I say the Astros? Because I thought he was an Astro. Texas Rangers. Juan Gonzalez, 1/1. Head 54. I don't know who all is on the checklist for the Nationals and or the Expos. We've definitely pulled Expos in here, which of course goes to the Nationals because that's, you know, the current Washington Nationals are the former Montreal Expos. And speaking of, there's a Washington National, and it is Davey Johnson. He is, of course, your manager, or was a manager, that is numbered to 30 for the Nats. Yeah, you guys know I'm going to say it wrong at least 10 other times, and you guys even have it typed in differently. One of you says Olerud, and the other one says Olerud. And see, this is my problem. I don't know which one is right, and even when I hear it, I still don't get it right. That is numbered to 44. It is Mark Mulder for the Oakland A's. Mark Pryor for the Cubbies. That one is numbered to 66. I kind of like that for the Cubbies. Nice. Thank you, Curb Nat. And as long as there is a little note in there, I will know exactly what it is, and life is good. So thank you. I appreciate you picking that up. This is for the Cincinnati Reds. It is numbered to 9, and it is my man, Barry Larkin. So you know that I love that. But I might love this a little more because it's Hank Aaron. What the what? Oh, that is so sweet. That is, of course, a 1/1. Hank Aaron out of Allen and Ginter for the Braves is all kinds of awesome. Yes, it is. You know it is. Rod Carew coming out for the Angels, and that is numbered to 10, and they picked that up at a good price tonight. And the funny thing is, you'll laugh at this, but when I saw the Angels tonight, and I saw the bid was, you know, kind of low, but there's not a ton of things that would maybe come out of here out of retired players. But I looked at it and I thought, you know what? I bet Rod Carew is an Angel in this series, and sure enough, there he is. So, how about that? Here is Dave Stieb, numbered 270 for the Blue Jays. The Twins hit with Frank Viola, numbered to 34 from Minnesota, eh? And who have we here? This is numbered to 5. It's Al Kaline for the Tigers. We've had some nice hits in here tonight. I like that. I love that Hank Aaron. The Hank Aaron just made me way happy. Andrew Jones, 1/1. That's the second 1/1 for the Braves tonight. So, yeah, if you've got Atlanta, you already, you know, covered your nut when you hit the Hank Aaron. Now you're just playing on house money. Andre Dawson for the Expos. As I mentioned earlier, the former Montreal Expos are the current Washington Nationals. That's numbered to 20. Cards always stay, and items, with their franchise. So that, of course, goes to the Nationals. Not to be outdone, here comes a 1/1 for the Indians. Jim Thome, no less. Very nice. Very nice if you have the Indians. I was torn between for the Indians and if you have the Indians, and it came out in either one. So that was good, wasn't it? Yeah. This is Bill Madlock and the Pirates, and it is numbered to 70. Oh, you guys are making fun of the way I say things again. All right, well, that's fine. You know I'm going to butcher 2/3 of the names. We just know it's going to happen, so you may as well just settle in and plan on it. That is numbered to 99. It is for the Giants for Matt Williams. A Dodger, it's Ron Cey. We pull Ron Cey a lot out of this. It's numbered to 89. He shows up a lot here, and last year he showed up in archives a lot. There was a ton of Ron Cey in archives last year. Now, whether or not there'll be a ton this year, I don't know. There was last year. Charlie Huff for the Dodgers. That is number 2. 25. All right, so let's recap this. I will update my spreadsheet in a moment, and then we'll tear into Gold Label. Oh, T-Bone, I know you're trying to help. You know, the thing is this, I just have a mental block when it comes to name pronunciation. Most of these names, I hear them in my head. I've heard them pronounced zillions of times, but they just don't come out of my mouth the right way, and I know they're not going to. And I know you guys correct me all the time, and I'm still going to get it wrong the next time. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. So we have a hit for the Dodgers. There's the Expos, which of course goes to the Nationals. Here's one of our several one-of-ones tonight. That one, Andrew Jones and the Braves. Here is a nice Rod Carew for the Angels to 10. Here is a fantastic one-of-one Hank Aaron for the Braves. And here's Al Kaline again. That is numbered to 5 for the Tigers. My man Barry Larkin, love that. Cincinnati Reds, numbered to 9. Mark Pryor and the Cubbies to 66. And this is for the Oakland A's. It's numbered to 44 with Mark Mulder. The Twins hit with Frank Viola to 34. The Nationals have Davey Johnson to 30. It's Dave Stieb that is numbered to 70 for the Blue Jays. Ron Cey came out for the Dodgers. Another one-of-one. This one is Juan Gonzalez. It's kind of hard to see. It's on there in silver. If I tilt it, you can see it a little better maybe. And that is the Texas Rangers. And here's John, whatever it is. Allred. Okay, whatever it is, there it is, number to 27. San Francisco Giants and Matt Williams. The Pirates with Bill Madlock. The Indians with the really nice one-of-one Jim Tomei. And this is Edgar Renteria, numbered to 4 for the Cardinals. And we started things off with Sparky Lyle to 10 for the Yankees. So that is Archive Signature Series Retired Players Edition, all taken care of. Now, bear with me for a second, guys. I need to go in here and update this. So your eBay username, Curbnat, is DAKIRB. Is that right? I'm going to update this spreadsheet before I put it up there. So let me just type that in so that we know, and I know, and everybody knows what it is. And then later, if I am like freaking out because I can't find it in eBay, I'll know where to find it. So give me 1 second, guys, to get this squared away, and then we're going to start on Gold Label. And thank you for picking that up. I appreciate it. Obviously, these folks who don't pay you for things kind of leave you in a bad spot. So I appreciate you helping me out. Hopefully, karma will be kind to you as a result. And let me get this taken care of as well. What is this? Hang on, I'm sorry. Hang on 1 second. I'm trying to get this order canceled, of course, for the Dodgers, the person that didn't pay, and it's acting silly and acting like it doesn't want to let me do what I need to do here, so just give me a second. There we go. Now we got it, I believe, it looks like. And then let's just get the spreadsheet all squared away, and we're going to be good to go, I think. If I don't, oh man, I just knock some stuff in the floor. This is like intermission, isn't it? I know. Always happens, though, when people don't pay things. It always takes a few minutes to get everything back on track. But we're just about there. All right, come on, upload so that I can get this done. Oh, good grief. Sorry, guys. eBay's like asking for my password, and apparently I don't remember it because it keeps rejecting it. I'm used to having my password manager, all right? That's what I use when I'm on when I'm on the desktop. So when I'm live streaming, I'm not on the desktop. I don't always remember my passwords to everything, unfortunately. All right, come on, eBay. Oh, there we go. Now we're in and life is good. All right, let me get our spreadsheet up, and the order is canceled. The spreadsheet is up and we are ready to move on. I appreciate your patience. Thank you. So we're headed into Gold Label Baseball, and once again, anticipated shipping date Thursday the 25th. And if I can get it out to you sooner than that, of course, you know I will. And if you get skunked in this, it's not really terribly likely that anybody would. But there is one or two teams, I think, that only have one or two possibilities. So I guess you could. But if you do, your consolation cards will ship with the rest of the break, since it's a paid shipping break. So this is 16 boxes of 2018 Topps Gold Label Baseball. It's full case break. It's break number 4. Same format that you are accustomed to, with team names on the left-hand side, your name in lights across from it there on the right-hand side. And, of course, we filled in the Dodgers there for D.A. Curb, who was nice enough to pick those up on a second chance after our original bidder bailed out on us and didn't pay for it. Now, let's see here. Oh, hi, Gina. I didn't even see you in chat. What's going on there, Gina? How's life? I haven't seen you in a while, as a matter of fact. Where you been hanging out, man? Curbnat said karma would have been if the Dodgers didn't make it to the playoffs. Meanwhile, Greg's saying go Red Sox for the series. We got a little rivalry going on there, do we? A little American League, National League rivalry there in chat, huh? All right, then. All right, let's get Gold Label out and about here. So you guys are probably familiar with this product. It has a couple of different facets. The main thing, of course, is there's going to be a framed autographed card in each box. But in addition to that, they also have variations of the base cards. There's Class 1, Class 2, and Class 3 cards. Obviously, well, it's not obvious, I guess, but Class 1 is the most common. Class 3 is the least common of the three of them. Then the part I was going to say that's obviously, and that probably is kind of obvious, is that the ones that happen to be numbered, like Class 3 numbered cards, obviously are better than Class 3 unnumbered cards and that sort of thing. And believe it or not, some of the Class 3 numbered cards, whether they're autographed or not, can bring a little bit of money. If you take a look back at some of the stuff from last year with Gold Label, you know, you can pull up and look at some of the Aaron Judges and things like that. They've got a decent value on the cards that are not even the autograph hits. So it's definitely more than one way to make some money in here, I guess, is the point of it. Scott's here. Hi, Scott. Did you see, Scott, that I have, I guess they're not going to open that way, that I have put up both of your other Immaculate basketball cases are up and running if you're going to jump in on either one of them. So I've got the 2 cases left. One we're breaking Wednesday. The other one we're breaking Friday. And then I'll be out of Immaculate basketball. And then in between, we're breaking a half case of Hoops on Thursday night. It comes out Wednesday, but I'm not going to break it till Thursday. Martin, that is true. Martin did tell us that the Red Sox were going to win the World Series when we were talking about it not too awfully long ago. And he says he's sticking to it. And he thinks the Sox are going to beat the Dodgers, and he might well be right. All right, guys, so the base cards, we kind of move through at a decent clip. The numbered stuff, obviously, we stop and look at a little more closely. So this one is Mejia. It's numbered to 99, and that, of course, for the Indians. And, Scott, you said, oh, you can't do the one on Wednesday now because you made your wife mad again, huh? Yeah, well, see there, you gotta, I'm telling you, man, when you hit stuff and it's good stuff that you hit, you've got to, you know, when you sell it, you got to buy her something occasionally. Make her see the good side of what can come of breaks, right? She has to see some benefit from it. A little return on investment, so to speak. All right, so there we have a Matt Olson and Aaron Judge, and our hit is Ian Kinsler. So the Angels are coming out first with the nice framed Ian Kinsler. Did I get the wrong sleeve? No, I'm just too stupid to get it open, apparently. I don't know. See what happens when I take a night off? All of a sudden I can't operate my sleeves anymore, and craziness ensues. Oh, she works a double on Friday night, so you're just going to do it when she's not home. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not saying you have to spend like every dime you get towards, you know, keeping her happy about breaks. I'm just saying every once in a while, when you get a really nice hit and you sell it, take a little bit of the proceeds and bring her home something nice, and make sure she knows that she got that something nice because of a card you got in a break that you sold or something like that, you know? I'm just giving you a little insight, man, as to what would work for me anyway. So I'd be like, oh, okay, well, I can see the benefit of that then. Sure, keep doing it. Have fun. Of course, then again, I'm the one that does the breaks, you know. Everybody else is the one reining me in. This is numbered to 150. It is Andrew Benintendi for the Red Sox. It is a blue parallel. But speaking from experience, I can tell you it works with just about anybody. And it will work on men too, those of you ladies who are breaking like I do. It will work with your hubbies too. Just buy them something they like. That's all I'm saying. Numbered to 50. That is a Class 3 Charlie Blackmon for the Rockies. It's equal opportunity bribery. All right, we have Tanaka and Derek Jeter, and then Alex Verdugo for the Dodgers. So see there, we do have a nice little bit of karma. Since you picked up the Dodgers for us, we were able to reward you with something nice there with an Verdugo autograph rookie for your LA Dodgers. I believe this is the last of the gold label that I have. I'm pretty sure that it is. I think that was the last of the archive signature retired, too. Although, I did say that once before, and then when I started digging around through cases, found another one. So, you know, I think, that's why I now predicate these things with I think it's the last of. Oh, but you know what I am going to get more of? Somebody offered me Clearly Authentic again at what I thought was a decent price. So we'll probably open up a little more Clearly Authentic here in the next week or so as well. I do like that product quite a bit, as a matter of fact. And we have a blue parallel Yu Darvish for the Cubbies. That one numbered to 150. Looked like it was a Class 1. There's my man, Joey Votto. Need to pull a Joey Votto autograph, don't we? That would be nice. For the Mets, it's Mike Piazza. That is numbered to 50. It's a Class 2. Scott, I have not seen Corey lately. I have not seen Corey in, gosh, probably a week anyway. I mean, he came by once or twice and would just jump in and say, you know, hello, and then jump back out pretty quickly. But as far as like him being here and setting through the majority of a break or something, no, gosh, it's probably been a week or maybe more than a week. So I don't know what's up with Corey, but my guess is he must not be feeling very well. That's what I would think. For the Cardinals, it is Harrison Bader, and that one is numbered to 25. So always nice to get a low-numbered hit. Coming out of there. Yeah, Scott, I don't know. Have you seen him in any other breaks? I know you guys, I think, break with some other groups. Both of you maybe break with some other groups at the same time. So, have you not seen him in any of the other rooms either? I don't know. The last I heard from him, he was... Let me think about this. He was going to the doctor. I think he was having to go to Anchorage or something maybe because it was a really long round trip. And he had a bunch of different doctor's appointments lined up. And I want to say it's probably been a week. Yeah, I'd say it's been a week. At least, again, since he was in here regularly. I don't even know that he stopped in to say hi in the last 3 or 4 breaks. But sometimes I get confused as to which night is which, too. That's numbered to 50. It's a Class 3 Twins, Byron Buxton. But you know how to find him on eBay, right, Scott? So if you wanted to private message him, you know, if you're looking to make a deal with him or something like that, you could reach out to him through eBay, I think. King Greg says you haven't seen him in about a week either. Okay, yeah, so I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking too, that it's been a little while. To 150, it's a Clint Frazier Class 1 for the Yankees. So maybe he's having a rough go of it, or maybe, you know, who knows? Maybe they put him in the hospital or something once he got there. I don't know, guys. And this is Nicky Delmonico for the White Sox. Can anybody tell me what the Chiefs game is? What does the score look like between Chiefs and Bengals? Anybody watching it right now at the moment? I just love watching Patrick Mahomes play. He's like so much fun to watch. And I do think we'll have a good World Series. I mean, speaking of fun to watch, I just remember, you know, you guys know, I'm of course a Reds fan, but I'm also a Dodgers fan from when I used to live out there. And I also like several players on the Red Sox. So I'm kind of okay with the Red Sox and the Dodgers. And I was fine with the Dodgers winning. But I also kind of wouldn't have minded if the Brewers had won, which surprised me a little. Because I am definitely a Dodgers fan. I'm definitely not normally like a Brewers fan particularly. But they were just so much fun to watch. They were very interesting the way they approached everything in the playoffs. So I did kind of enjoy that. But when push comes to shove, I am glad the Dodgers are in. And I think it'll be a nice matchup between the Dodgers and the Red Sox. I think it should be pretty evenly matched. So we'll see if the Dodgers can get it done this year or not. And, of course, as long as they can keep the Walker Buehler train on the tracks, that will help them out tremendously. It is 38-10 Chiefs. Oh, I knew the Chiefs, well, I didn't know. I thought the Chiefs would be winning, but I didn't expect it to be 38-10. That's to 99. It's Moncada for the White Sox, and that was a Class 2. Yeah, I would say, Scott, I would say just reach out to Corey through eBay messages is what I would do. Or obviously, if you've got his email, you can email him. But if you don't, I would say reach out to him through eBay messages and then, you know, find out if he's even checking his messages or not. I don't know about that. Sean Newcomb and the Atlanta Braves. But he's normally in a lot of breaks, obviously not just mine, but with several other people who break as well. So maybe he's just wandered off into some different chat rooms for a while. I don't know. Maybe he got tired of us. Who knows? I know, right? Like, who would be tired of us? So, I know we're doing a baseball break, but did anybody see the big brawl with the Lakers and the Rockets? I did not see it live. I watched it on the replay, and that was like crazy. I don't even know what Brandon Ingram was mad about anyway that started the whole thing. I mean, come on. The guy beat you fair and square to the rim. You fouled him on the way. Well, whatever. And then he gives him that little shove after the play. That's what started the whole thing, with Brandon Ingram shoving James Harden. And Brandon Ingram usually is not really like high strung. So I kind of don't know what happened there. But then when Chris Paul like poked, I don't know if he poked Rondo in the face or hit him in the face or whatever he did, but boy, Rondo came out fist flying, man. This is numbered to 75. It is our case hit relic, and that one is Ricky Henderson for the Oakland A's. I did see Kevin Knox, the injury. Again, I did not see it live. I did see it on replay, but they said today that the x-ray came back negative. So he rolled it, obviously, and looked like he rolled it pretty severely, but he didn't break anything or mess up any tendons or ligaments or anything like that. Numbered to 75, it's a Class 1 Trey Mancini for the Orioles. So that's the good news if you're a Knicks fan, that he's not going to be out for the year or anything like that. Of course, you know, sprained ankles can take a while to heal. But they've got a really good training department there, so who knows? Maybe he'll be out a week or two or something, and then I'd say Kevin Knox will be back and be good to go, I would think. Well, Martin is now, see, there's varying thoughts on that, because Martin typed in Rondo spit on him, and that's what started it. But you know what? I mean, everything that I have read said that there is no video evidence. Nobody can see Rondo spitting on him. And some of the other players who were up there also said they didn't see that. But then obviously I guess somebody has said they did. So I don't know. Kingery, Phillies. So I don't know if he did or if he didn't. But I do know that when you're standing there a foot from the referee, you probably shouldn't punch anybody in the face. That much I do know. Well, I don't think he just put his finger in his face, though, did he? Like, he actually made contact with his face. I don't think he just, kind of had it in his face. I think he made contact with it, and then Rondo's just like, bam, bam. Jerry says there's a long history of bad blood between them. Well, Jerry, let's be real. There's a long history of bad blood between Rondo and, like, almost everybody, isn't there? Scott says Rondo's a scrapper. Well, of course he is. We only had him one season here at UK, so we didn't get a lot of that happening around here. But, oh yeah, Rondo's known to be, he tries to get in your head, and if he can't get in your head, sometimes he'll literally get you right in the face. This is numbered to 75. It's Carlos Correa, Astros Class 1. So, yeah, it was kind of crazy, though. It didn't rise to the level of the Malice at the Palace, but I don't think anything will ever rise to that level again. But yet it was still a pretty good little brawl going there for a minute. Jose Altuve, that's numbered to 99, Class 2 Astros. But there'll never be anything as crazy as that. I mean, Ron Artest up there. I think it was Ron Artest, wasn't it? I think. Up in the stands trying to punch that fan in the face because the fan threw a beer at him. And, oh, that was insanity. Paul DeJong, numbered 250. St. Louis Cardinals. Having themselves a nice little break tonight. I don't know. I always find the bench clearing to be particularly interesting. In baseball, too. I'll admit it. I do. I go back and watch all the bench clearing brawls in baseball. Even if I've missed the game live, I'll go back and catch the bench clearing. Of course, one of my favorites was, and this really wasn't even a total, well, I guess it did kind of turn into that, but when Bryce Harper charged the mound, I can't even remember who was pitching, but Bryce Harper charged the mound last year, and it was interesting, but yet funny, because he's like kind of half was trying to throw his batting helmet at him, but was nowhere near him, and he's out there just, freaking out. And Bryce Harper, I have to say, I did gain a little bit of new respect for him after he charged out there and carried on. It was quite entertaining. That's numbered to 150. It's a Class 1 Minnesota Twins. As long as nobody gets hurt, sure, the occasional punch in the face or whatever like that's going to happen. But I'm saying as long as nobody really gets hurt, I kind of like the the brawling here and there. I should be watching hockey, I guess, right? There's something wrong with me. I shouldn't find that interesting, but I do. It's numbered to 50. It's Class 2, Frank Thomas and the White Sox. Kind of like Martin talking about that he shouldn't admit how much he liked all the special effects when people were getting killed in Halloween. Oh, Martin, you got a Ron Artest card and a points redemption? Oh, wow. Meta World Peace is what he changed his name to. I guess he still goes by Meta World Peace, I think, doesn't he? Or did he change it back at some point? Victor Caratini, Cubbies. Of course, Ron Artest was always in trouble. Always in trouble. You said, Scott, you recently moved. You have no television. Oh, goodness. Well, I would not want to come visit your house then, no offense. And cable versus satellite dilemma. Oh, I can answer that for you. I would not. Well, smart TV for sure. You definitely want to go smart TV. I don't use Hulu. I can't tell you about that other than I know it's there. There's some things free with commercials, or you can pay a little fee and stream a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't have commercials. But there's one network that doesn't participate in Hulu, and I can't remember which one it is. Maybe NBC, but I'm not sure. But it was a partnership between Fox and 2 of the 3 broadcast networks. The 3rd broadcast network didn't buy into Hulu, and I can't think who they are, but you wouldn't have any programming from them. Of course, Netflix, if you're cord cutting, is another way to go. There's all kinds of things on Netflix, original programming, not that you're probably looking more for sports and things. That's numbered to 150. That's a Class 1 Orioles, Cal Ripken Jr. But if you need the internet at all, do not go satellite. Like, at all, ever. My sister has satellite. It's slow as Christmas. And they don't have a lot of the features that you get with cable. And I definitely would go cable. And just go with a lighter bundle if you want to. Class 3, Ernie Banks to 25 for the Cubbies. Just get like the basic bundle or the sports package or something through cable, and then you could always supplement it with Hulu, and between the 2, you would probably cover about everything you wanted to cover and probably be less money too. Jerry says that it's ABC that doesn't participate in Hulu. Okay. There you go. Well, it would make sense then that Disney wouldn't, because ABC and Disney, they're all the same company. Or Disney and ABC are, both under the Disney Mouse House umbrella, if you will. So, as is ESPN, by the way, all the same company. This is Lucas Sims, Atlanta Braves, number 250. way back in the day, I could have answered lots of questions for you about that. Because once upon a time, in a land far, far away, I worked selling advertising for some of the cable networks a long time ago. So I've kept up with some of it, but not a lot of it. You said SEC is a must. SEC is also owned by ESPN. So you just basically need to pick up a sports package that has ESPN. You're going to get most of that stuff. And if they don't already have it out, ESPN is going to have a streaming package of their own where you could just subscribe to ESPN and their various affiliates. Oh, that's a good idea too, Jerry. Jerry's just picked up an antenna so that he could get his local ABC affiliate, and then he's doing everything else through Hulu. Not a bad idea, Jerry. Not a bad idea at all. So see, there you guys got some bonus content in our break tonight, right? How to save money if you want to cut the cord with cable. This is numbered to 50. It is a Class 3 King Felix for the Mariners. And we've got, I don't know why they put two little base cards in there with the framed card. Like, they should just put the two base cards in with the other packs and have this being a pack by itself. Salvador Perez, numbered to 75 for the Kansas City Royals. You're off to wash dishes, Scott. All right, my friend. Well, have a good rest of your evening. And we'll be doing things that you'll find interesting probably all week, Scott. So stop by and hang out with us again. Let us know how you worked out your cable versus dish dilemma. So this upcoming week, we have got so much stuff coming out. Archives Baseball, of course, coming out on Wednesday. Flawless Baseball comes out on Friday. Prism Football comes out on Friday. Leaf Full-Size Autograph Helmets come out on Friday, which we'll start breaking on Saturday. Hoops Basketball comes out on Wednesday. And I might even still be forgetting something. Like, we got a lot of stuff coming this week. It's numbered to 75, Robinson Cano for the Mariners. And, oh, yeah, right, Monday, update. Topps update, which is actually already here. Mine came Saturday, oddly enough. Usually arrives on release day, but arrived on Saturday. And, of course, as many of you know, I forgot to list it for Monday night because I had in my head it was a Wednesday release. I don't ever remember having a Monday release before this. So I messed it up, and then we're not going to break it till Tuesday night as a result. But we are going to break it as a full case. You know, oh, yeah, a full jumbo case. Yep, we are. Dustin Fowler, Oakland A's. That's numbered to 75. And I'm thinking it will probably take us about 2 hours, I think. Because we'll be able to go through it at a pretty good clip, since in the jumbo, you know, all of the inserts and hits and short prints and everything are right in the middle of each of those jumbo packs. So we can go really quickly through the rest of it, and then slower through the middle of each pack. So it shouldn't be too bad. And they don't put 1,000,000 packs per jumbo, right? I think it's, what, 10 packs a box, 50 cards a pack. So 500 cards a box times our 6 boxes. So, yeah, 3,000 cards. And I do normally do those as a half case, but I also normally ship the veteran base, which we're not doing this time. Well, We are if somebody buys them in their own bidding category, but we're not unless somebody buys that category. Numbered to 99, it's a Class 2 Josh Donaldson. So if the base sells, that's cool, and if it doesn't, it will eventually end up like at Ronald McDonald House or one of the, you know, kids' wings at the hospital or something like that. So they will eventually find a good home one way or the other. Kansas City Royals, that is numbered to 150. It is a Bo Jackson Class 1. And our autographed card, our framed hit in here is Austin Hayes for the Orioles. And of course the Reds have hired a manager. I've already forgotten who it was now. VP of Player Development for the Giants. And I think he used to be a player too. And for whatever reason, I blanked out on his name. But I did, anyway, he did, we do officially have somebody hired now for my poor wayward Cincinnati Reds. See if we can get them turned around with a new manager next year. But probably not, unless they really do spend on payroll. They keep saying they're going to spend on payroll, but you never know. With the Reds. David Bell. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. I could not remember that. I appreciate that, dude. I haven't seen you in a while, dude. How have you been? You were here and I just didn't know it. You're just kind of quietly hanging out. Nice to see you. Yeah, David Bell. That's exactly who it is. So I don't know. I don't know enough about David Bell to know if that's how I feel about that hire, but I think he's been around with several different organizations before ending up at VP Player Development for the Giants. So I'm going to assume he's probably good. For the Phillies, it's Rhys Hoskins, numbered to 50, and that is a Class 2. Mariners, that's to 99, Class 2, Robinson Cano. Well, dude, you should always say hi to us when you're here. Say hey. Hang out with us. Well, you're hanging out with us regardless, but I'm saying say hi when you stop by. So that we could say hi back. Right now I can't get in the stupid pack. Good grief. Having a moment there. I went about that the long hard way, didn't I? Dustin Fowler, we've already hit that once. Now we have hit it again for the Oakland A's. Oakland's doing all right tonight, actually, because they got the case hit relic as well. Crazy, crazy. And you guys laugh, you know, when I show the inside of the box to show that there's no packs left in there. But you know what happened? We're doing Phoenix football, the first break. And I do the same thing. You guys have seen me break a zillion times. I always show that box. Everything, you know, looks empty. You go on. Every once in a while, you'll see a pack stuck in there and be like, oh, yeah, I'm glad I looked inside that box. Well, when I was cleaning up after that Phoenix break, which was a 32 box break master case, or I'm sorry, 16 box master case break, and I was breaking down all the boxes to put them in recycling, and by golly, a pack was in one of them. Had slid in behind the insert that they put in there to keep the packs, you know, propped up for display purposes. Had slid in behind there. Like, I didn't see it in the box. You guys didn't see it in the box. Box looked empty, and by golly, there was a pack in there. Numbered to 75, it's a Class 1 Mookie Betts for the Red Sox. So, of course, you know, I opened it up and it had a hit in it, which was Greg's. I told Greg about it. It was Ito Smith, I think. Because I figured, Greg's going to get these and think like, why in the world do I have this Ito Smith that I didn't know I was having? Not that anybody would complain to get more than they're expecting, but I just figured he'd want to know. But yeah, I could not believe that when I found that in there. So I know I'm kind of unique in the sense that I like to show my empty boxes, but it does sometimes come into play. To 150, it's a Class 1 Derek Jeter for the New York Yankees. The poor Yankees who keep having to go home early every year. And who have we here? J.D. Davis, Houston Astros, also had to go home early this year. And they've already done that surgery on Altuve's knee. Like, they did it right away. Been probably 24, 48 hours of the time that they lost. Jose was under the knife getting his knee fixed. So wasted no time there. Minnesota says the Vikings mini helmet's going to go up on the wall. Nice. Nice. I saw that the Vikings won today. I didn't get the game in my market. But my friend whose cousin plays for them, she's living in New York these days. And so a bunch of her family was in town. They were all going to go to the Jets game. And then she wasn't able to go. She ended up having to go out of town for work. So she just met them on Saturday for, dinner or whatever. But all of her family was in town to go watch Harrison play the Jets. So I was glad to see that the Vikings won, since they have had all converged there. Although, you do know I like Sam Darnold. So I'm sorry Sam Darnold lost, but I'm glad the Vikings won. Does that make sense? To 150, it's Justin Upton, Class 1 for the Angels. Oh, you're still moving into a new house. Oh, man, isn't that a lot of work? Gosh, that is like... I was looking on Zillow, actually, at houses, thinking about, hey, if I win the Mega Millions, like we've all been doing, right, for the last week, if I win the Mega Millions. And then as I was doing it even, we're sitting there talking about it, and I'm thinking, oh, no, I wouldn't want to pack this house up. Tommy Pham comes out, another hit for the St. Louis Cardinals. Yeah, no. I mean, no, I would not want to pack and move. At all. But if I hit the Mega Millions, here's the thing, guys. We will open 50 tons of everything. Because I would still be breaking. Oh, yeah. It just wouldn't matter to me how much it costs to buy it, would be the thing, right? So like now, when you don't get your allocations and they come back and tell you, yeah, you can still buy it, but it's twice as much. And then I have to say like, no, I can't buy it for twice as much because I'll lose a ton of money. If I won Mega Millions, I would just be like, yeah, bring it on. We'll open up 5,000 of everything. You said if you win the Mega Millions, you're going to throw out everything except the dogs in your collection. Oh, I tell you what, wouldn't that be something? For the Mets, it's Mike Piazza to 99, and it is a Class 2. I can't believe nobody hit either of them again, Powerball or Mega Millions. But Mega Millions is over $1 billion with a B. Over $1 billion now. It's like 1.6 billion, I think, or something. Some just massive, insane number. And Powerball, of course, didn't get hit either, so it's going to be up there again. But, I mean, not $1 billion worth. But it always reminds me of Austin Powers, when he puts his pinky up to his mouth. $1 billion. That's what I always think of. But anyway, I digress. The New York Yankees last hit out, and it is their rookie Clint Frazier. And we did not get a good look at Clint Frazier because he had that concussion in spring training, and then guy never quite got right, and so didn't really get much of a look at Clint this year, but hopefully he'll be back next year, one would hope. Okay, so we're going to recap this. We're first looking through our numbered cards, so we'll take a little pass through these. I'm not going to read off all the numbers again, but of course you can see them there as we go by. The numbering, of course, right below the gold label logo up there at the top. Then we'll take another look at our hits and our case hit relic before we wrap things up tonight with gold label. Our case hit relic here is Mr. Rickey Henderson for the Oakland A's. Now we have Scott Kingery for the Phillies, Sean Newcomb and the Braves, Nicky Delmonico for the White Sox. This is numbered to 25, Harrison Bader and the Cardinals. Then we had the nice Alex Verdugo coming out for the Dodgers. That's a little good karma hit because Curb was nice enough to pick that up for us. Clint Frazier for the Yankees, Tommy Pham, Cardinals, Austin Hayes, Orioles, numbered to 75. That's Dustin Fowler and the A's. Salvador Perez, that is also to 75 for the Royals. There's Lucas Sims to 50 for the Braves. Victor Caratini for the Cubbies. Paul DeYoung to 50 for the Cardinals. I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of Cardinals in there. And then we have Ian Kinsler for the Angels. J.D. Davis for the Astros. And another Dustin Fowler for the A's. Jerry, yes, all the cards ship in this. Once again, guys, anytime that not all the cards ship, it will always say that in the listing description. So we do have breaks coming up in the days ahead where not all the cards are shipping, and it definitely does say that in the listing description. So you always want to check that listing description. It's just down in the area where it lists the date and time of the break, and then right below that it will list the information about what we're opening, like the quantity and the title and all that. It'll be right there in that same area, right below that information. It will tell you whenever there's something different, if something isn't shipping, if there's a separate bidding category for something and all that. So I would always recommend that you read that area of the description for sure, because there are breaks like that coming up where not everything is shipping. So guys, everyone's probably seen this by now, but if you have not, our paid breaks, which of course was the gold label that we just finished and the archive signature retired, those are going to go out on or before Thursday. If you got skunked in anything there and you didn't pull a single card, consolation cards will ship with the rest of the break. For the baseball jersey, if you were not the team pulled there, your consolation cards typically are held to ship with your next package. They are tracked for a rolling 90-day period. If you don't want to wait for your next package to go out, just send me a message and let me know if you were in that jersey break, and we'll get you hooked up and taken care of. We are taking a look right now at the breaks that are coming up over the next 5 days. You will see, guys, everything except for tomorrow night has an earlier than normal start time, because we've just got massive amounts of cards in most of these breaks. And actually, I probably should have started this early tomorrow night too, but for some reason I didn't. But it won't take us, tomorrow night won't be too bad. It'll take us probably an hour and a half or so. And it's a 16-box master case of Phoenix football. On Tuesday, we will start at 9:15. We're going to open a full case of Topps Update Jumbo. Veteran base does not ship in that break. If you want veteran base in that break, it has its own bidding category. Wednesday, we're going to start at 9:15 that night too. We will open a ton of stuff. It will be impeccable football, immaculate basketball, 5-star baseball, and we're going to open a half case of Archives baseball. Those are loose boxes from a shared case. Be aware of that for those of you that it matters to. And there is a separate bidding category for the Sandlot cards in Archives. Sandlot has its own bidding category. Thursday night, we're going to start at 9:15 there, too. We're going to open a half case of Hoops basketball, and Veteran Base doesn't ship in that break either. On Friday, we're going to start at 9:30. We'll open 5-Star Baseball, Flawless Baseball, which comes out on Friday, Immaculate Basketball, and oh yeah, baby, it's Prism football time. We'll open a full case of Prism on Friday as well. So we are going to be super busy in the next, well, really all the way through the end of the year probably, but in the next 10 days or so, we're going to have lots of nights where we're going to start early because we're going to have a lot of base heavy kind of breaks. And whenever we have those super base heavy breaks, there are going to be times where base cards are not going to ship, veteran base, I should say, and they would have their own bidding category. So otherwise, rookies, inserts, autographs, relics, parallels, numbered cards, all that stuff will ship with the team like normal. It's literally only the veteran base that I'm talking about. So that is it for me tonight. Once again, thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate you spending part of your Sunday with me. I hope that you have a fantastic week ahead, and we will be back at it tomorrow night with a 16-box master case of Phoenix football. So come see me then. Hang out with me again. Take care now. Bye-bye.